Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3. Come with me, and you'll...
So as you can tell, I've already, for the most part, got the majority of my collection that was up on my office, filing cabinetry and all that, where I have my Action Force and classifieds and some of my vintage stuff. That's all been moved upstairs to the new toy room. This is what I have left, just the stuff on the walls, and I got some little things in the cupboardry that I gotta get upstairs. So this is kind of my big task for today, getting this stuff off the wall and getting it up to the new room. So yeah. As you can tell, really don't have the room really set up yet. I've kind of realized after further investigating, doing this table setup that I wanted to do. Remember I said in my video how I want to really knock this out, make it look like we're looking into a new world and all that. Kind of went out and pinpointed and took a look at the wood that I would need to do in order to make that project. And as we all know, lumber's very, very expensive. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, man, with the time of having to cut it, or buy it, cut it, try to get the job done correctly, I might as well just get some of these tables, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 2 or 3 more of these folding table setups, and we'll build on top of it. I think financially it makes sense to do it that way. And then I'm gonna still we're not gonna paint the background. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a tapestry, and I'm gonna find something, and I've already looked, I found some stuff that's really, really close to the Masters of the Universe, typical background and all that stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. And I think it'll come out good. It's just, I can't believe how much lumber's going for. I mean, for the price of lumber, right? I can go get one of these tables. And I think it's just a no-brainer. And it's easier. And I don't have to do with weight and all that stuff. And it'll support it at the end of the day. I mean, yes, this stuff is heavy, but the majority of this will not be on this table the way it's set up. The boxes won't be here. It'll be Eternia. It'll be all the play sets and stuff like that. So, yeah. Mr. Zeus down there. So. Love these paintings, Alex Ross. These are great paintings. These are lithos, but probably some of the best Masters of the Universe artwork outside of the original artists that drew on the Masters of the Universe cards and then the lore and all that. So really good stuff. I love these pictures. I've always said if I was going to get some more tattoos, I would do that. I want those. I don't know where. I've said I want them here, but then in the work I do, I would have to wear sleeves. I don't know if I do them on my arms or something like that, but I've always thought they're really cool. They make really, really cool tattoos. Tell me, which one's your favorite action figure? I've got several, obviously, as you can tell, but probably out of all of this, outside of He-Man and Skeletor, probably one of my most favorite action figures of all time in the Masters of the Universe line. Man, there's so many good ones. It really comes down to, man, it's hard to say, because I really narrow it down to like Zodak, Fakor, Man-at-Arms. For some reason, I never had Fakor when I was a kid, and I always wanted it. My best friend had it, and I really wanted him, and I never found him. I never could get him. When I was a kid, he was like in our neighborhood or the area, he was like the hard one to find in the stores. So I really wanted him, but I never got him. And I always just thought it was cool, the concept of him being, you know, fake He-Man, created by Skeletor. Man-at-Arms was another one because, you know, you watch the cartoons, you want all the principal characters to play with, and I didn't have Man-at-Arms. I had He-Man, I had Teela, I had Evil In, I had Man-E-Faces, I had Zodak, I had Fisto, I never even had a Merman. I had Battle Armor Skeletor and Battle Armor He-Man. Never had Ram Man. Had Triclops, had Beastman. Had Zora. Never had the Sorceress. Had Buzz Off. Had Jujitsu. Didn't have Clawful. Didn't have Montana. Didn't have Orko. Didn't have Spikor. Didn't have Webster. Didn't have Stinkor. It was just weird. But between me and my best friend, like we played with both of our toys combined together, and just ones that I never had. But yeah, my favorite characters would be between Zodak, Man-at-Arms, and Fakor. Just because they were so cool. Oh, and I love Moss Man. Love Moss Man too. Love the vibrant orange of Beastman. Just when you're young, man, and they've done psychological testings and studies. You know, the bright, vibrant colors is what attracts children. So with all these vibrant colors, man, it was a no-brainer for kids between that era to be lured to this line and fall in love with it. So, but yeah, pretty cool. Got some retro Indiana Jones stuff. Got my Action Force going on over there. Oh, Bone Collector fell over. Got some old Motu, some wrestlers, some items that I've just recently picked up. Haven't decided if I'm gonna hold on to this stuff here or not. This might be going up for sale. Haven't really decided yet. Got my superheroes, DC, Toy Biz, Penguin there, Superpowers, Batman, McFarlane, some vintage original stuff there. More of my Action Force that I haven't opened up. There's Desert Rat right there. Got Batwing. I just picked that up on clearance for, I think it was $10 at Walmart. Got some more art there. Picked up that nice Tarzan versus Predator at Sign Comic. I have no idea what it was worth, but a buddy of mine picked it up for me. Some Black Series. Don't have a lot of it. Just got the retro Star Wars carded stuff. This is the 3 3/4 inch Bosk, another Boba Fett, IG-88, the Bounty Hunter collection. It's all of them. Got some original Star Wars and retro mixed in there. My original 12 that was on there. Got some original Star Wars down there, as you can tell. And then these two beauties, man. This is beautiful right here. I just picked these two up. Got this and the Millennium Falcon, The Empire Strikes Back. Both these boxes, really decent shape, not too bad. This one does have a nick down here on the Millennium Falcon, but I've got both of these boxes right here for 20 bucks. And I have the Snowspeeder and I have the Millennium Falcon. They're packed away, so I'm going to be able to now put these in box and have completed sets of those for display. So I'm really stoked about it. Still looking for an AT-AT Walker box, if I can find one. Got my mask over here. There's Evil Eve right there. Edie. We call her Evil Eve because she'll turn on you at any second. And some of my mask, and that's about it. So, yeah. Well, let's get back to getting the rest down off the wall, and see you in a bit. You know, it's kind of, as I'm sitting here pulling the stuff off the wall, I'm thinking about like how much real estate this is going to really free up for me with all the packaging. And though I do love the artwork and the packaging, I mean, it's so nostalgic. It's so throwback to, you know, how the originals looked, you know, with the little, you know, comic graphic on the back, you know, with the comic book and all that. It really is going to save a lot of real estate at the end of the day. It does mean, though, storage wise, if I hold on to these bubbles, you know, I'm going to have to obviously have totes that's going to fit it all. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to try and keep them in as tacked as best as I can. I hope to, but you know, I don't want to get my hopes up on it, because I have a feeling, unfortunately, some of these cards are going to tear, you know, once I get them open, even by slicing them very carefully with like an X-Acto knife, so I don't do too much damage. But the reality is the cards are going to get damaged. And to store them all, it's going to take up a lot of real estate inside totes. So do I take, you know, leave me a comment in the comment section. Do I save the cards, remove everything, stack all the blister packs within one another, and then store all the cards together in order to save this stuff? What's your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments. So, obviously, when Star Wars and Empire Strikes came back out, well, actually Star Wars, I wasn't even born yet. Actually, I take that back. I was born because it came out in 77. So, but I was just a baby, an infant. So I didn't understand Star Wars. I didn't understand Star Wars until I got older, about 5, 6, 7 years old. So by that time, Empire Strikes Back was coming along. And I remember seeing that in the theater, not really understanding the storyline, but I remember seeing Yoda, the puppet, the whole Dagobah scene. I was like, oh, this is weird, it's creepy. But it wasn't until Return of the Jedi. And for me, as much as Return of the Jedi is not a fan favorite for a lot of people, but for me, this is my Star Wars. This is where, as a child, I can process and understand what the lore meant, right? Because by that point, obviously, we had watched Star Wars on VHS and Empire Strikes Back to get kind of caught back up to the storyline. At least I remember as a kid doing that. You know, they used to show those on Saturdays. It was like the Saturday night movie on CBS or something like that. And, you know, that was the thing to do back then. You waited, you looked through the TV guide and you saw what the Saturday movie, weekly movie was going to be. And, you know, the whole family, we gathered around the TV, we ate our TV dinners, ordered pizza, whatever it was. But that was the special thing to do. And then when Dad got the VCR, then we can record it. But I don't believe we ever recorded it. We might have, I can't remember. But I know we borrowed at least a copy or two from friends over the years until eventually I bought actually I got it for my birthday. It was the box set. I think I was 16 or 17, the box set. And it was probably one of the last runs of the VHS tapes unedited. So I have those, and then the behind the scenes in it and a booklet and all that. And I still have that set. So all my other VHS sets after that are obviously with the revised, the edited versions with the, the CGI and all that stuff. But for me, Star Wars Return of the Jedi was my Star Wars for like my brother in '77 when he was 7 years old. Because I understood it now. I really had a good grasp and concept. And I'm sure children or adults now around my age, I'm 47. So, yeah. So this, even though I love Empire and I love Star Wars and they're great movies, but I really have a strong bond to Return of the Jedi. I wouldn't say it's my favorite per se, but it's definitely where I resonate with the storyline, when I understand the storyline for the first time really now. But out of all three of the original movies, I probably got to go with what a lot of the norm is, and it's not just because I'm jumping on the bandwagon, but Empire was such a dark movie, and the turn of events that happened in that, just awesome. And the different worlds that we got to see, Hoth, Dagobah, Cloud City, just so much going on. So that's just probably the best, in my opinion, Star Wars movie to date. But Jedi is where it resonates with me at home, and I have a real special bond, and I love Jedi. Jedi is another good movie. Love Star Wars, don't get me wrong, what kicked it off, but Empire's the best. Jedi resonates. Got a lot of fond memories of getting Jedi toys and going to the movies to see this. So, yeah. Well, I'm back in the toy room, and we're gonna finish off putting the rest of the figures down here on the ground and just kind of get them staged. So I won't keep you any longer and watching me put these down and getting them set up. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a fun time making it. If you haven't already, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Remember to share this video amongst the toy community and with all your friends. And I'll see you guys on the next video. So take care. Bye.